is one of the most personable, amazing people in the writing business, Mary Robinette Kowal.
Significantly more generous than it's Erin. Okay, so welcome to Schmoozing 101. This is really about how to get the most out of conventions, writing conferences, and just generally when someone says, hey, I love you, come to this cocktail party with me, and you're like, no, please. Everything that I'm going to be telling you, most of this is stuff that I actually learned from my mom. My mom was an arts administrator for decades, and she did schmoozing. That was what her job was. Her job was to go places and get people to think that they should give her money. She did fundraising for the arts, and she was extremely successful at it. So today we're going to discuss why you should go to conventions, some general concepts behind schmoozing. Here we go. Some general concepts behind schmoozing, some specific schmoozing techniques, and goals to keep in mind at conventions. We're also going to be talking a little bit about body language, which is not on the slide. All right. Did it clicky? It did. Okay. So why should you go to a convention? So first of all, I want you to know that you do not need to go to conventions. You can have a perfectly good career without ever going to a convention. So if they seem overwhelming to you, you're fine, you don't have to do it. But they can provide some benefits. You can see other people in the field whose company you enjoy, much like you're doing here. When you go to a big convention, there are going to be other people there that will have overlapping interests. And so when you're looking for a convention, you're looking for some place that's going to maximize the overlapping interests. You're going to be looking for, if you are really into romance writing, you're going to be looking for a convention that has romance. If you really like gaming, you're going to look for somebody that is something that has a good gaming track. But you're looking for places of costuming that have stuff that has an overlap. You may also go because you want to improve your craft and business sense. Obviously with a writing workshop, that's a big part of it. But that can also happen just at a convention, just at a small local convention. When you go, sometimes there are workshops, but sometimes it's just the conversation that you have in the bar about, I've been thinking about how you ratchet up tension without a fight. And someone is like, yeah, I've been thinking about that too. And you can just have a conversation about it. And then there's becoming more visible, which is about increasing your general business profile. So let's talk about some of these things. So seeing people in the field whose company you enjoy. I've talked about why you might want to do it, but how do you actually arrange that? If you know someone else who's going, make plans to have meals with a friend. You all are going to have dinner with each other every night at some random table. But during the day, you can say, hey, do you want to go have lunch with me? You can do a one-on-one. You can do a four-person, a smaller table, where you just get to know each other a little bit better. And then you can also look for shared interest meetings. We have some of those here, the affinity groups, but you can also throw into the meetup, hey, I love to crochet. Who wants to hang out and talk about yarn, or just sit around and by the pool and make things? Please hit me up if that is you. I relish the social aspect of science fiction and fantasy. There are people that I just plain like, and it's fun. And it's also nice to be in a place where everyone has at least, not everyone, most people have been at least a little bit vouched for. They have all opted in to be there, so you know that there's some overlap. You can just ask people, what's your fandom? We're going to talk about how to actually talk to people a little bit later. I know that that's really hard. Any questions about seeing people in the field whose company you enjoy?